welcome back to another Movie Monday. So, I wanted to hit you with one that was a tad more serious that I stumbled upon over the last couple of weeks, and it really stuck with me. And this was a movie where I kind of watched it in two parts. And you know, like when you stop a movie because you're too sleepy, but you're like dying to know what happens? So, this was one of those movies. Anyways, we're going to be talking about the movie Anguish from 2015, which is now streaming on TUBI TV for free. So, Anguish is a movie basically about possession, but it takes a really different take on it, I have to say. And it's filmed super well, amazing acting, really cool soundtrack too. Anyway, so it basically starts off, you have this mother and her daughter in a car, they're kind of bickering a bit, boom, the daughter dies. You're like, huh, that was heavy. Right away, you're understanding, okay, well, obviously this woman's dealing with a buttload of grief, right? You move on to this next family. It's a younger girl around the same age, whose mom is basically at home alone right now because her husband is in the army. So she's basically dealing with her daughter, and her daughter is apparently taking a lot of medication, stuff like antidepressants, stuff like antipsychotics, because she feels like her daughter's saying she's seeing things, she's hearing things, etc. So this is a huge, really cool part of this movie because a lot of horror movies don't really tap into that. I love the movie Veronica, right? Because there was a tad of that where they're like, oh, maybe she was just suicidal and like seeing shit. No, this movie really has this amazing take on, is this young girl literally like losing her mind? Is she literally depressed? Is she seeing things? Are her medications making her see something? Is it making her maybe want to, commit suicide, etc.? So there's such a dark theme around it, but it takes a wild take into, well, what if her soul is just that hurt, that weak? She's at that point that she feels like she wants to give up because she's hearing things, which may be spooky things and people trying to channel through her. And it ends up being this other girl, right? Who's trying to communicate through her to get back to her mom, to kind of get like a final like closure, if that makes sense. Anyways, what they take you through in this film is fantastic. Just like seeing this young girl get admitted to like a hospital, seeing her just deal in her everyday life, the voices, the way they portray that, like you feel it as well. Also just understanding, like, are they visuals or is this really what she's seeing? Is this because of the drugs she's on? Is this because of, maybe her being a bit possessed or whatnot? Anyways, I thought it was just a really, really fantastic take on this sort of theme of possession. Because, like, a lot of the times we're like, nah, it's the devil. Okay, call up a priest. Whereas this was very much more like something's going on, and you know what? It's going to be two mums. At this point, seems like two kind of single moms in a sense, that are dealing with it. And just how they come together, how they have to, just understand and sometimes just let go and understand that, like, maybe something isn't that explainable. Maybe you have to be open to that, especially with all the facts that keep coming in. Like, maybe that is her daughter, listen to her. Let it happen. Anyways, highly suggest this movie. Again, it's a dark one. It's serious. But it was a fantastic treat and just a really, really interesting take, again, on this sort of theme. Yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts, guys. Thank you so much for joining again. Guys, if you're subscribed, you're awesome. And if you're not, you'll get on that, be a part of the fam, and also hit that notifications button. Why? Because then you can get notifications for when I go live, when I do some mask painting, we can talk horror movies, and all that jazz. All right, my dudes, we'll be seeing you soon. Bye.